Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back for another video. Let's talk about the setup and setting up properly from the face-on view and what to look for. So if we stand straight here, okay, I'm gonna stand straight, shoulder width apart. If I stand straight looking at you guys the camera, our sternum down the torso, down to the middle of my pelvis should be relatively straight, okay? We don't set up like this. We don't set up like this when we stand straight. We're very neutral, let's call it, as straight as we can with the sternum on top of the pelvis. Now, when we set up, when we bend over, we want to maintain that relationship. Because the trail hand is lower than the lead hand, that will drop our trail shoulder back a bit, which is what gives us that tilty look, okay? You don't have to help yourself tilt back. You don't have to drop your trail shoulder back like that. Because the trail hand is lower than the lead hand when you set up, when you grip the club, that automatically already makes, you can see if I put my right hand in line with my lead hand, things look very level. Now when I drop my trail hand on the grip, it drops my trail side a bit, okay? That's how we set up. Then we can go ahead and swing, and then whatever happens, happens from there. Now, what I see a lot of people do, what I see more people do than not when they set up, is they actually bias the upper body more forward, okay? Their sternum is actually closer to the target than their pelvis is. I see more clients online or in person when they show up for the first time, more of them are actually set up like this, where their upper body is ahead of the lower body, where the sternum is ahead of the lower body, but they think they're actually centered. We don't want that, okay? They set up like this, maybe because to make sure they hit the ball first, they try to angle themselves more forward. Maybe they think this is straight because they want their head to be over the ball. Regardless of the fact, we don't want your upper body and sternum closer to the target than your lower body and pelvis, okay? We want, you can see, let's say sternum on top of the pelvis, we bend over, right hand is lower, that makes our trail side slightly lower. That's what we want at setup. So how we fix that, if you're someone, when you watch yourself on video on the face-on view, if you see your upper body and sternum closer to your target than your pelvis is, what you can then do is you're gonna hip bump. You see this? I'm gonna hip bump. I'm not rotating more. I'm gonna hip bump to the target a bit and then lean my upper body away from the target a bit. It may look very extreme right now, but chances are this extreme feel is probably just going to be normal in reality, okay? You guys feeling this will probably be this in reality because this was your normal, okay? So one more time for you guys, what we want to strive for in most cases for most people is we try to replicate what we do when we stand straight, sternum on top of the pelvis, we bend over, sternum still on top of the pelvis, trail hand is lower, that automatically drops their trail side, and that's what we want to set up. For most people who I see who have an incorrect setup, they often, more often than not, have their upper body and your sternum closer to the target than your pelvis and trail and your lower body. We want to hip bump a bit, and then we want to lean the upper body away from the target. Then we can start to swing from there, and whatever happens, happens, okay? Chances are starting from this spot will already improve your turn, making the upper body slightly away from the target than the lower body is, because if you're starting from this spot and you turn, chances are your lower body will slide further away from the target, your upper body will lean closer towards your target, and worse things happen. That's a story for another video, but that's just FYI for you guys. So hope that helps, hope that makes sense. Any questions, leave in the comments below, and we'll catch you guys next time. Thanks, guys.